What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Deal Sports. Usual guys are here. Myself, we got Brother John, we got Big Walt. Gentlemen, it's been a couple, since the last time we've talked. It's been some craziness going on in sports. We got players trying to sue game console companies. We got people saying they was in the wrong. Hey, I wasn't prepared for this. All that. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Then we got people turning down big money. Almost like Magic Johnson did when he turned down stock in Nike. But that's story for another day. We ain't gonna talk about
Big money.
that. hey,
What's
hey,
going on, fellas? How y'all been?
good man. Everything is good. Good, good, good.
I'm real good. We got us a tornado going on outside. We still gonna do sports, man. We doing sports no matter what.
Man,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
trying to get killed out here, man.
Like your
Luckily, he at home. Now
like
if he was
y'all's
outside,
favorite
it'll be different.
like y'all's favorite rapper from Cleveland says, "Till I die." Sports till I die.
Hey, I can respect that. MGK. Hey, he's
Hey,
doing
let
it.
me ask you something. Is that like somebody y'all really rock with though?
Is that? Oh, I thought you were gonna say, is that the worst song about a city ever written by a rapper? I would say yes.
No, no. I want to know if y'all like really
You are
rock.
a hater.
No, I'm not.
You are a hater.
Do
I'm
y'all
not.
know?
But
Do
I'm
y'all
just saying.
like
Does
if
it?
we have a concert? Do y'all like? Hey, we gotta go.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have went to an MGK concert before. Yes, absolutely.
Was
Like
it lit? Was it lit? Was it lit though?
it was. It really was. Yeah. Like I mean, he performed that song, and then he performed a couple other songs as well. That was that I feel like were hits out here. So
Right.
yeah, I thought it was pretty dope. I think I got something on it on Facebook or something somewhere.
But does it? How does that song hold up to like Empire State of Mind or other songs written about the city?
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
come on now. You can't really compare that song to
Why would you even compare the two?
right. That's Jay Z and Alicia Keys, bro.
All
Like,
right, all right, all right, all right.
that's
All right.
that's two different categories, bro.
Y'all do low key need like a Cleveland anthem though,
Right, that's all I'm trying to say. Is like that's the is that
or
the what
or
other one do y'all got?
or is that the biggest?
Rocks.
Huh?
We got Cleveland Rocks.
Oh God.
Cleveland Rocks.
Here you go.
Man, y'all some haters, man. Let's get to the damn show, man.
Are we doing trivia today?
It's on you, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm saying.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
cool.
And
well,
don't be asking those Chicago Fire questions.
all right. Well, we got to get to them
You
quick.
don't know them.
We got a lot of sports.
You
so
gonna
we gotta
ask
get
us
to
some
them.
more damn hockey questions or something?
Right, yeah.
Well,
What year was Wayne Gretzky drafted? How the hell are we supposed to know?
all right, we'll burn through them quick. If y'all ain't got the answer in like 30 seconds, I'll drop it. Ready?
Yeah.
They're all multiple choice. Come on, man. I ain't making them too hard.
You gonna wait. You starting them now? You gonna start them?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's burn through them.
Out the way. That's cool.
Let's burn through them. Ready?
Okay, let's
And
see.
by the
what we
way,
can do.
anyone watching, if you got trivia you want to stump us, go ahead. Be realistic, but try to stump us. Let's go. All right, are y'all ready?
You be realistic.
As ready as we'll ever be.
All right, fine. I'll give y'all an easy one. I'll give you. Who is the most decorated Olympian of all time?
Come on, Bob.
Michael Phelps. Same boat.
I would say probably Usain or Michael Phelps.
It's Michael Phelps. It's Michael Phelps. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ready?
As we'll ever be.
I'll give you a multiple choice on this because this was kind of crazy. What is the record for the most red cards given in a single soccer game?
5.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna give you multiple choice. Is it 6, 24, 12, or 36?
Red cards given in a soccer game?
Yeah, one game.
I'm gonna say 24.
I'm gonna say 12.
It's 36.
What?
Yeah. In 2011, a guy set a world record giving out 36 red cards in a single match. After a brawl erupted, he sent off all 22 players, every substitute, and some of the technical staff got some cards. So 36 is the most ever.
He was one
Oh,
of
hang
the
on.
red
Hang on. We got a comment right here. Okay, which athlete said? I'm gonna show you because y'all gotta read it too. in 2019 that Madonna had previously offered him $20 million to impregnate her. Oh my goodness.
Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Oh,
Well, first answer. I'm gonna go. I don't know. 2019.
yeah. Is it current? I don't know. Current athlete?
I don't. Right. It's. Yeah. I don't actually. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Dennis
What's
Rodman. Point right there. Point to Nico. All
All
right.
right.
That's
I
our
got
true.
one
Really
point.
ask a question. Nico get it right, man. I think y'all got an insider going on. Something.
No, I just
I
keep up with pop culture. That's all.
think that I think this guy
Okay,
knows.
that's fair. That's fair.
He
enough.
watches the Kardashians, so he knows which
That's
which
fair.
one's dating which.
Who watches the card? What the hell that got to do with Madonna?
Because you always know who's dating who.
Hey, social
I
media,
mean,
bro.
I give him a pass only because of his profession. He works in the barbershop, so I'm sure he
I
keeps
thought he
up.
was so okay. Wasn't Dennis Rodman married to some famous person too? I don't know. All right, let's go on. We're on with
I
the show.
wouldn't say married, but he probably sleeps with a lot of them.
That's our show that's our trivia for today.
Okay, fellas. So first topic: Cam Newton believes Patriots gig and last Panthers stint weren't accurate displays of what he still has to offer. Now, for our viewers out there that don't know, Cam Newton was recently on an episode of The Pivot where he was telling everybody, "Hey, the Patriots they didn't give me a shot that I liked or the shot I wanted." He said the Panthers signed me on Thursday, had me play on Sunday. He was like, that ain't enough time to be prepared for no game. And he pretty much that's pretty much how he went about it. But I would say he has a point. He has a point. He has a point. You want, the signal caller of the offense to learn a whole offense within you get there Thursday, so you got roughly 2 days to learn a whole new system after coming from another system. It's like, come on, bro. If anything,
It's the same system. He just went to Carolina.
Yeah,
is it the same? I know I'm from the
no
Patriots.
Matt Rule's the coach down there. Who was the coach? Was Matt Rule the coach?
Ron
He
Rivera.
was like the coach right before he left or something, right?
Ron Rivera was the coach.
When Cam left his last year. Okay, so yeah, it was all new systems for him, and he was coming in weeks before the season started. Like, so yeah, I agree with that.
Week after the season started.
Well, yeah,
When he went to Carolina, you gotta think that was like mid-season.
right, but I'm talking about the Panthers one or the Patriots one. He came in like a couple weeks before the season started.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
And then
But why take the job then, though? Like, if you weren't ready.
I mean, let's be
because
honest.
everyone else was out on him.
You gotta take
Like,
what you can get.
It's the only job there was.
I mean, okay. The fact that you said that, why? I mean, you said you got to take what you can get, but I mean, why are you complaining about the situation that you were in? I mean, you may have underperformed, but at the end of the day, I mean, you were given opportunities, though.
Yeah, he's not complaining. He's saying those don't represent what I have to offer. Like, because of the situation, I wasn't able to live up to what I'm actually capable of. But I promise you, if I get into a system and I know the system and I learn it and I know my receivers, I can still play at a high level, and I'm still a starter in this league.
I believe that. I can believe that. Yeah, if he could go in early, like something like this, like minicamp, OTAs or whatever, and then get to know his receivers and stuff like that. I mean, I do believe that Cam can definitely still be at least possibly a top 10, maybe top 15 quarterback in the league. But I mean, like you said, who's going to actually take the chance on him now? Like, it's just
right.
Give him that opportunity. So yeah. I mean, I
think it's a tough pill to swallow. I think for most quarterbacks, you go from MVP, leading the team to the Super Bowl, to now battling, none against Mac Jones, but you got to battle Mac Jones for a QB spot. So it's a tough pill to swallow. Because think about it. Everywhere he had went after leaving Florida, he had won. Junior college, Auburn, then you go to the NFL, take the league by storm. I think he got like the most passing yards in the first 5 games of a rookie season or something crazy. So, he's always been that guy, and then for you to go from that guy to now, it's like, hey, go ahead. Hey, we know it's Thursday, but we need you to play Sunday. Can
Yeah.
you do that for us?
I get what you're saying, but honestly, let's be real. Cam Newton hasn't really been that guy since his MVP season, though. Like, I
That's
mean,
true. That's true.
I
But he's
just
better than most of these
I mean,
quarterbacks.
yes, he is. He definitely is. But I'm just saying, it's just like I feel like with Cam right now, I feel like he's just doing too much talking instead of actually putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
I would, yeah, you got a point.
I just feel like he's doing just a little bit too much talking though. Like, if you really want to try to get on one of these teams, bro, like these NFL teams really don't like that. I know that I get it. That's Cam Newton. That's who he is. But you know how the NFL is, bro. Like you have to put on this image if you want to get into one of these teams, though. Honestly, and then you can go back to being Cam Newton. But I hate to say it, but you have to put on one of this NFL image if you want to be on the NFL team.
Yeah, I partially disagree, but I get what you're saying. Like, so I do think he puts in the work, but I also think at the same time, like, he's never been by today's standards an accurate passer, right?
My bad.
Like,
I don't mean to put you off. And when I say put in the work, I don't mean he's not actually putting in work. I'm just saying, when I say that, I'm just saying like he's probably working out, but I just don't feel like he's actually trying to do the exact means to try to get back into the NFL. If you get what I'm saying. So yeah, go ahead.
Right.
yeah, and like that team, that Patriots team, I don't think is a 7-9. I think 7-9 was overperforming for that season. I'm not gonna lie. Like the fact that team and I think he was 7-7. I think they lost 2 games he didn't play or something like that. But like the fact that he went 7-7, 7-8 with that team, I thought was overperforming. And by the way, he doesn't get credit for also leading the league in rushing touchdowns that season. Like when you take his touchdown to interception or touchdown to turnover ratio, it was top 15 in the league. Right now, because you look at his touchdowns and it was like 9 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. But if you add his 12 rushing touchdowns, boom, now he's 21-12. That puts him up in what Phillip Rivers was doing that year. That puts him up in like territory with other top 15 guys. So you can't just walk away. He's never been an accurate passer. Matter of fact, that 4,000-yard season that Nico referenced as a rookie, he never matched that again. He never hit 4,000 yards again. So,
well, I think that can also be due to him taking QB sneaks up the middle.
Yeah.
3rd and 1, 4th and 1. You're taking a beating. Let's just be honest.
True, and that's where you get into that territory of did the NFL protect him like they protected other quarterbacks? Because
of course not. Did you see that Super Bowl?
Right, because here's the thing: if you said, "Well, he took that hit when he was out in the flats, 5 yards downfield," fair game. But he is taking shots in the pocket, that late hits in the pocket that no other quarterback in the league is ever taking, and yet the NFL.
Well, I can't say that because I saw Big Ben take a couple. He took.
No, Big Ben gets his calls though. Big Ben gets his calls.
He does.
And so I'm not going to go there. But anyway, that's a long debate for another day. I don't think there's ever been
Browns. I am just saying.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a quarterback disrespected like Cam in a long time.
But that's what I was going to get to that point though. I was going to say, do you think that's what's scaring away NFL players just because of his style of the way his style of being a QB, I should say, you know what I'm saying, being more of a runner.
Yeah, he's tough to coach, man. He's tough to coach. Like if you have Lamar Jackson and this is how we're playing, fine. But like if Cam is not the future of the team,
I think that could be why the Ravens haven't signed him. Because he takes a lot of punishment.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if you say this guy's our future, we are game planning for this guy, then that's fine. You can change your whole game style to fit Lamar Jackson. But if you're not bringing Cam Newton in to say this is the face of our future, do you change your entire game plan for 1 year, for 8 games, for 12 games? And that's why a lot of guys are out on him, because his style of play isn't even burn the guy on the outside like Mike Vick and Lamar Jackson. It's run over your linebacker up the middle, and it's different. It's very hard to coach. So I think Cam still has something to offer. I believe he's still better than 31 other quarterbacks in this league. So yes, I believe he is a starter. But where does he start? what do you start for the Giants? Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to dog his career, but I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's competing for a top 10 job right now. And that's not a shot at him. He's put in enough work where he doesn't have to, but, no, so yeah, a team could take him, but like, for what?
We might need him in Cleveland right now.
No, y'all gonna keep Baker.
Hey, he's a ticket seller, man. He sells tickets, though. even now.
That's definitely not
hey, John, but what don't know? They're guys.
That's just like one of us trying to get back with one of our exes right now. That's just not gonna happen.
Hey, but even now though, Cam Newton still sells tickets. So listen, if you're trying to sell tickets, sure, go get him. If you're trying to win games,
I think honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think 2 teams in my division. Well, one. I would say the Lions might need a spark like that.
Right, but you have to surround them with talent, because if you don't, then
you're hold on. They got. Come on now. It is Detroit, but they got some weapons. They got some.
All right.
I don't think that's a destination Cam want to go. Cam like to be where it's hot.
At this point, he was in New England.
I mean, well, that didn't last that long. I'm just saying though, like
he got. At this point, Cam, you gotta go where they ask you to go.
You see,
Carolina. Get your ass on that plane.
What else we got going on? What else?
So, also in NFL news, Marlon Humphrey joked about suing Madden over trailer, showing him getting ran over by Nick. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just it's embarrassment.
Man, but how? It's just a damn
game. Ran over.
Oh, it is a damn game.
Did you see how Madden tried to come back and like appease him?
But it's a game. It's not like it actually happened in real life, bro. It's just a game. You know how many people have been embarrassed like that on the game?
Did you see how Madden tried to appease him? They released a new trailer with him stripping Nick Chubb now.
Oh my god!
Now you pissed off Nick Chubb. What's going on here, Madden? Come on, man.
Why they can't just show somebody running down the sideline? Just do that.
It's a trailer to a game.
I agree with Walt.
But you know what's funny? You know what's funny? If they came out with a sports media game and they show Walt getting muffed, Walt would be like, "Oh hell no!"
I'm gonna be like, "Oh shit, I'm still playing."
I am sure you would.
Hey, so I have a question about that, because I whenever there's a story about like comparing players, I like to talk about, like, when we talk about the Warriors and Celtics. I don't want to talk about how the Celtics got beat. I want to talk about what the Warriors did to win. I want to talk about the positive, right? But like, we're getting this these players are like, coming on all the time talking about the new media where we don't ever criticize the players. We just talk about all the good, blah, blah. I'm like, fine, that's fair. I like all that. I prefer that style of media. But then y'all can't talk trash about the refs. You know what I mean? Like, you can't sit there and be like, y'all can't criticize us when, by the way, we are paying you. Right, all them jerseys Walt got on his wall, like that's all going to all the players. Yeah, profit sharing means they all got a piece of that. So Walt pays for all the players to tell him that he can't say something mean, and then the players turn around and talk about refs. By the way, I love trashing the refs, and I love when the players trash the refs. So I don't want to do away with that. But I'm just saying, like, they don't pay the refs. We pay the refs. We pay the players. So, like, y'all think you can trash refs, but then, like, get mad when, like, some NBA analyst gets after you for something, like saying you need to lose weight or something. It's like, no, man, it's fair. It's all fair game. But I do prefer positive media. I really do.
I mean, my thing is, at the end of the day, man, if you are in some type of sport, you're going to get got one time, bro.
Yeah, it's one thing to get got in real life. But for the game to show you getting got,
okay, let's be honest. All the Madden players out there, we all know how janky Madden is sometimes. I mean, let's be real. I mean, it's a game. It's a game. It's a game. Regardless if you got in real life or not, it's just a game.
Right. John, when the game come out and somebody muff Walt, we gonna rewind this and be like, "Hey, you can't be upset, my boy."
It's part of what we do, bro. It's part of what we do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think this was a joke. I believe he was joking. I
hope he was.
I think so. I mean, come on now.
But like, but that being said, like, yeah, come on, man. Like, don't read into it too much. Like, you know what? You got to meet him twice this year. Go show us that Nick Chubb ain't all that.
You,
You
let
ain't.
And
me,
Nick
you
Chubb
know,
Hey,
will
let's be honest.
what's the opposite.
Nick Chubb is a business decision kind of running back. Like, are you really trying to meet him in a hole as a corner? No. You should
I'm
get the
sorry,
play.
but Marlon Humphrey is not your average corner.
He's not. But
dude is a
Marlon Humphrey,
linebacker
I
at
can guarantee you in the back of his head, Nick Chubb,
he ain't going
Derrick
ahead on
Henry, who else? AJ
First off,
Dillon. Huh?
Derrick Henry. No one wants that smoke with Derrick Henry.
You don't want that smoke with Nick Chubb
But-
either.
But the thing is,
Both
at the
of
end
those
of the
are
day, right?
business decision running
No,
backs.
No,
Do you
no.
really want to meet him in the hole? No. You're
I
gonna hit
walked
the
on the
leg
field the other
and
day.
hope you fall.
I walked on the field the other day, and I said, I want this guy. And they told me, you can't guard that guy. He's too fast, too strong, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I get all that. He's faster than me, stronger than me. But at the end of the day, he's still human. And if you're
But
Troy
you know what I say to
Polamalu,
that?
no,
You
if
know
you're
what I'll say to that? You wasn't in pads. You were in shorts and a t-shirt. It's a difference.
I played in pads. But
Oh, you played in pads that day?
no, and out here
Point exactly.
Here's what I'm saying. There's certain guys where we have our list of concussions, Troy Polamalu's, the Steve Atwaters of the world. We will put our head into anything. Now, listen, you might break our head, but we'll put it there. Marlon Humphrey's one of those guys. No. Marlon Humphrey's one of those guys. He will put his head into anyone's business because he's that guy. Now, you could break his head if you're big enough, but I'm just saying he ain't afraid of nobody.
You ever seen Ed Reed try to tackle Jerome Bettis in the hole?
Ed Reed's a smoke. Come on, man. He ain't just. He's a mind reader.
He a thumper,
Ed Reed's a mind reader. He's not a linebacker.
He's a big hitter though, but yeah.
Right, like, bro, it's business decisions.
At the end of the day,
the only person I can see meeting those kind of guys in the hole is probably Ronnie Lott. He the only one I can see like, hey, I want that smoke.
Go look up.
He's just as big as Derrick Henry.
Go look up Steve Atwater knocking out 3 people out cold in one play in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, the dude was the truth.
Was it Earl Campbell? Were they Earl Campbell?
No, he was one of the players. He knocked himself out, but I'm just saying he knocked out 2 other players on one play because they're not afraid of nobody. I think Marlon Humphrey is that guy.
Dude, stop. Every NFL player, they might lie to us and be like, hey, I want that smoke, but it's some dudes you like, he big as hell.
It don't matter, bro. Some guys are fearless.
It matters a lot.
You didn't put Superman across the line from him. If that's another human, I can take him.
Would you
now,
stop?
He may cook me 20 times, but I will still believe in myself.
I feel like this is his like coaching or like his hype.
No, I'm just John. You know what it is? John is one of them guys. John is that guy that'll be like, you could guard LeBron. Then when LeBron dunk on him, like you did Jason Terry, nah. You can do it again. Try hard. Like, bro, shut up. It's not gonna work.
Get him next time.
You're gonna be like, bro, you got to send like a triple team this way if I'm guarding you for real. It's gonna have to be somebody else gonna have to shoot that ball other than LeBron.
All I'm saying,
he's the kind of guy that'll be like, hey, you built different. You got it, dog.
All I'm saying, Marlon Humphrey, I'm not saying he has the body for it, and I'm not saying nothing. I'm saying he has the mindset for it. That's all I'm saying.
He gonna hit them knees. He gonna go for the knees.
I was just about to say, is he gonna have to be straight leg, or you gonna have to hope somebody else help you with this tackle?
All right, well, what else we got before we go to the NBA Finals?
So, fellas, John Elway had an opportunity to get 20% ownership in the Broncos in 1998, but he turned it down. John, I don't know what you're thinking. If you want to be there for a long time, why not take 20%? You know, it's like, bruh, that's money you can always come back to. Like, what are you doing? Like, you take that.
He could have been. It says he could have been 20% owner of the Broncos for $36 million, I believe.
Man, I would have given that shit immediately. Because you make it right back. You probably make that shit back in like 3 years.
That's what I'm wondering is like, especially when he was playing. You're talking about him retiring. Steve Young was retiring. Dan Marino's retiring. Like, yeah, you had a lot of the faces of the league leaving. But you had to see that the league was in good hands and that the thing was going to keep growing.
Right.
So, like, the only reason I can think of, 2 reasons I could think of he didn't do it is, first off, he just didn't have the money. or second.
That
He
could
didn't.
be.
He
That probably
didn't
is the
believe.
only part. That probably is
Yeah,
the only one I can
or he
see.
just didn't believe in where the league was going. Like he thought it had hit its max or something. Because, like, yeah, man, $36 million could have turned into $900 million the other day when it sold. By the way, if that hits your bank, that $900 million,
All right.
and you're John Elway,
I got a
I
question.
retire. I'm walking away and spending time with my grandkids, going to the beach, whatever. Like I ain't working no more. But some of these guys are made different. They love the work. So
I got a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think lost the most out of these three situations? John Elway with the Broncos, Shaq not investing in a startup company known as Starbucks, or Magic Johnson not taking stock in Nike when he could, instead of signing with Converse. Who do you think lost the most out of those three?
Um,
well, in theory, if the Broncos sell again, Elway could make another bank, right? So, but they probably won't sell again in his lifetime.
I would say Magic.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say Magic.
Stock in Nike. Just think how big Nike is. They say like his stock, if he would have bought that stock or whatever as his contract, they say that'd be worth like $10 billion today.
Jeez.
Jesus.
It's like Lord Jesus. And even with Shaq though, you know, let's say hypothetically he
Starbucks.
gets 20% ownership of Starbucks. It's a Starbucks every fucking where.
Well, that's the thing is I don't know how much actually percentage he was offered. That's the thing.
I'm just saying hypothetically. Think if he had
anything would have been money. But yeah,
right.
I think Magic was the biggest one. I think Magic would probably have the most.
True.
Like I said, if Elway's
well, you say with Elway, if he would have took the 20%, how much would his share have sold for?
it would have sold for 900 million, which is almost $1 billion, obviously. Right.
Yeah.
So
him or Magic gotta be.
Magic
So-
billion?
Well, I'm saying 900 million and 9 billion. I mean, they lost out on a lot of money, you know.
I don't know that it would be worth $9 billion though, because Jordan ain't even made that much off of him. And
No, it was stock in Nike. This is before Jordan, LeBron, Kobe.
Yeah, possibly.
Team
Again,
USA,
it depends how much
Jordan
stock they were
brand.
offered. Because were they offered 20% like Elway, or were they offered like 0.1%?
But
You know what I mean?
it was the thing, like they couldn't give him money, so they was like, look, we'll just give you stock equivalent to the money.
Right, but
Converse money.
it just depends how much stock actually.
Well, his stock could have been probably worth
because 20% is a lot.
$5 million. Let's say like $5 million in the early 80s, late 70s.
Yeah.
Compared to today, that's a lot.
All right.
He had his reasons, I guess.
Yeah. But I think.
And then I mean, at that age though, he's a fresh 18. Like, I mean, he's not really thinking about that, you know. Especially.
But that's why it is a bigger loss, because having that money at 18 is a lot better than having it at 65. You know what I mean? Where Elway is 60, and I'd rather have it at 18. So I also think that's another reason why it is a bigger loss.
And they got to think, both of them, really all three of them, they could have dang near been in positions to like really set their families up for long term. Like not even rich level, like you wealthy. Like you're wealthy. You're not rich anymore. You're wealthy.
Yeah, billion is a long way from 10 million. You know what I mean? Like if I'm worth 10 million, you can take care of your family for a couple, generations.
Right. You get a couple bills, you're taking care of them for decades.
Billion, they're taking care of other people.
If they don't blow it.
Yeah. Magic taught them well. But
you got grandkids, great grands,
But
grandkids.
Was there something else going on tonight? Because I feel like there was something. Was it game 5?
Game 4. Oh, yeah. Game 4. No.
5. Game 5
in Boston tonight. Yes, sir.
Game 5.
Dude, I know. I'm aware.
What's going on with that?
Series tied 2-2. Can go either way tonight. They say the team that wins game 5 has a 70% chance of winning the series. I don't know how they base that off of. I don't know if it's based off 2-2, 3-1.
No, just going off the past, like 70-something% of teams who won game 5 in a split series, went on to win the
But what
series.
if what if you down 3-1 and you win?
No, I think it's when they're talking about when it's tied
That's never
2-2.
going to happen again.
Yeah, I think it's talking about when it's tied 2-2. Whoever wins game 5.
It's never happening
Like,
again.
bro, you still down the game. What are you doing? Why are you
That's never
celebrating?
gonna happen again. We're gonna always remember that. Always.
This guy.
I forgot to actually make a bet on this game. I forgot. Can I help you? Can I
Hey,
help
y'all.
you?
So,
Which is-
fellas, who do you have tonight, and who is your X factor for whoever you're picking?
Ooh.
Go ahead, John. You
I
look like
always say,
you
man,
already got yours. Go ahead. John.
like I always say, man, you've got to somehow put Klay Thompson in a time capsule, make him think it's game 6, and then tell him, oh, and then when he comes out tonight, no one tell him it's game 5, and just let Klay do his thing. But yeah, man, I mean, for me, obviously I've said from the start, it's Draymond, right? And Draymond is the key. If Draymond is bad, the Warriors are bad. Like if he hustles and does the little things, I don't need Draymond to score 12 points a game. If he scores 4, but he does all the other things right, like he's still effective. But the
Yeah,
problem is,
he got to get more points than fouls, bro. Like, bro,
Absolutely.
but
you got
he
like
needs
18 fouls and 17 points.
But it's not even points, right? If he has 4 points on 3 shots, I'm fine. If he has 4 points on 9 shots, now I'm upset. That's what I'm saying.
It should be no way in hell he got more fouls than points, bro.
Right? Like, hell no.
But I'm just saying, like he.
Come on, Dre.
I think the points will come if LeBron is playing LeBron now. Draymond is playing effective basketball. Yes, the points will come. I think that's the thing is he's playing. He's not taking good shot selections. I think he's not driving the lane enough. I think he's not moving enough. Like maybe he's tired. I don't know. But like if Draymond gets back where he starts, moving more and being where he needs to be, he's super effective. Even if he scores 6 points.
Right.
But like I'm saying, like he's not going 4 points on 3 shots. He's going 4 points on 9 shots, 10 shots. Right. Like you can't be 1 for 7. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't care if it's 4 points, just better be 2 for 3, not 1 for 7. And like that's what's killing him is he's not playing effective basketball. But I got the Warriors, man. Steph Curry,
much? 5.
I'll say 7. I think it'll be close to the end, but maybe they, with free throws and stuff, pull away. I'll say Warriors by 7. But yeah, I mean, I got the Warriors, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a blowout game. They're due for one. Like if they blew them out by 20, I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. But I got them by 7.
What you got, brother Walt?
It's kind of a tough one for me, only because Warriors are at home and they play very well at home. Both teams are undefeated, I think, after losing the game, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Warriors are 6-0, and I think Boston's like 7-0, something like that. But
through this playoffs.
But I'm gonna take Boston. I'm gonna take Boston. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna say they're gonna win by 5. Okay. Well, I'll say about 4. And my X factor is gonna be. I got 2 of them actually. Marcus Smart and Al Horford again. So I feel like those guys need to show up again. Well, with me with the Celtics, it's always the others. Because I know Tatum gonna get his, and I know JB gonna get his as well. So, like I said, with the Celtics, is always with me is with the others. So, I say Marcus Smart and Al Horford. So, I say they're gonna steal one tonight.
Okay.
I got a question for you after you're done, Nico. Go ahead, tell us yours. But I got a question for you.
I think my X factors will be really for both teams is the others, because the Stars, I think they do what they do. But, like Jordan Pools, the Loonies, Kamingas, the Whites, I think he like number 9 for the Celtics. Mm-hmm. Pritchard, number 11 for the Celtics. Al Horford. Those others, man, I think they're the X factors. Because if you really look at all 4 games, if the others can't get involved, like make plays down the stretch, you lose in the game. Like Jordan Poole, he had a lot of energy. he was going, forcing turnovers. Clay defending well on that baseline, things like that. That's what helped. On top of Steph's 43, that's what helped. Golden State win. So I think the others, but I think tonight, I think the Celtics keep their game after a loss streak alive. They win tonight, but I think it's gonna be a fight. I can see the Celtics winning maybe by 4 or 5. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be just like the other night, but I think Boston will make all the right plays that they didn't in Game 4. Because in Game 4, they was down like 3, but you're jacking up threes. Like, bro, it's 4 minutes left. What are
They,
you doing?
they gave that game away,
They
man.
settled, and then Steph come down, hit his 3. They up 6. Then Horford finally hits a 3. Now they down 9-3, and it was, they just couldn't do enough down the stretch.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. They definitely settled a lot, and they, like you said, too many costly turnovers in that game too.
Yes.
Down the end of the stretch, you know what I'm
But
saying?
that's the thing too is
this your question you wanted to ask?
no, but game one, to your point, like game one, when they put it away in the fourth, that 26, the final 26 points were all scored by the extras. Like Jalen and Jason still faded down the stretch. Like they got bailed out by their Horford,
by the others.
Yeah, Horford, Pritchard, Smart, and White scored the final 26 points that game.
Well, you can say the same about Golden State in Game 2. Jordan Poole. I think he had
but they were up
like
going
12 of his 17 in the third quarter, and then he hit the half
for sure.
third quarter.
And Clay has been off his game. I have a question. So let's say Jalen and Tatum keep going at this pace, and it comes down to the wire, and Celtics win in 7. Is there any chance that Steph should still deserve MVP, or should it always go to the winning team? Okay, that's the question. That was because I was just saying, like, if this dude drops 35 a game and their best player has 22 points a game, like 22, 4 and 4, and Steph's averaging like 35, 6 and 6, should they still get it?
And I didn't understand that. Like it would be weird. Like we blow somebody out, but their star player gets the MVP. It's like, what the hell?
Not blowout. I said if it comes down to
I'm just saying hypothetically. Like, all right, he did go for 50 each game, but you still lost. Give me my damn trophy. You lost, bro. You lost.
I'm just saying, but everyone will know obviously who's the most valuable player. But still, like that,
right. One of us. We won.
All right. If you say so.
We won the game.
I agree. I agree. Like, because it's been set in stone, this is how we do it. I agree. It has to continue that way. But yeah, I mean, it's a bummer.
Hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, imagine this past Super Bowl, the Rams win, but T. Higgins still get the MVP because he had 2 touchdowns.
Okay, but hang on. Let's say T. Higgins now has 300 yards, 10 catches, and 2 touchdowns, and still loses.
He had like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
We're not talking about that.
He literally kept them in the game.
No, you're not. This is a completely different comparison, because I'm talking about if a guy is astronomically better than everyone else on the field, even though they won. Let's say Matt Stafford has 120 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Should he get MVP over a guy who had 300 yards receiving, 2 touchdowons, and 10 grabs?
No.
Even if he beat that guy.
Because I honestly feel like Cooper.
He won the game. Why would he not?
Should have been MVP though.
Huh?
Right. So I agree with that. I agree.
Should have been the MVP for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean,
let's be honest. He was their best player all year.
I mean, he was, but but I feel like Stafford deserved it.
Like, hypothetically, if y'all, not y'all, my bad. I had you mixed up. My bad. Didn't mean to disrespect the Cleveland in you. But if the Bengals won, I think Joe Burrow should get he should. Either him or T. Higgins should be the MVP. Unless, Awuzie just got like 6 picks. Somebody get like 6, 7 sacks. Like the Denver Super Bowl. Who won the MVP for them? It should have been
Was it
Von
Von
Miller.
Miller?
Think about
Von
it.
Okay,
Miller.
I was gonna say if anybody else besides Von won that, he was robbed by his own team. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That
always
Seattle game is the one that like they were having a hard time deciding who should win it.
that was goofy. If anything, that should have went to Cam Chancellor. He was, and the way he hit Demarius Thomas going across that middle, I'm like, yeah, it's a long night. And he got stuck. I think he took a couple steps back, like Lord Jesus, I ain't never been hit like that. But yeah, bro, hey, I guess Malcolm Smith got it because he had the touchdown. I guess I don't know, but you that now that is a toss up. You could have gave that to Russell Wilson or something, and people wouldn't have been mad. They like, hey, we won.
Hey, so the way this series is going, do you think we're due for an all-time great game tonight, or do you think it's going to be?
I think if it goes 7, all 3 games will be like top tier A1 down to what?
I say this game and Game 7 will be close.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Because a lot of times we get a really good Game 6 and then a bad Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
I would think though, that whoever wins tonight, you're almost anxious for Game 6 because it's like we have to get them out of here. You don't want to give, if Golden State win tonight, you don't want to give Boston another chance. That's what went wrong in that Milwaukee series. Milwaukee lost in Game 6, and then they like, oh, we back in Boston, we got it, and you end up going home. Same thing with Miami. We got it at the crib. We gonna give Boston problems, and then you get blown out. So even with Brooklyn, hey, we got 2 games at home. We could win these, and you end up getting swept at home. Mine.
Hey, let's talk. The game's about to start. Let's do one of these other topics. I want to talk about AD real quick. That situation, and then because when the game starts, I actually want to talk about the game. If y'all want to, but let's talk about the AD.
Okay, we doing play by play. All right. I always wanted to be a color commentator. I got it.
I'm about to say,
so Anthony Davis say he has not shot a bet, huh?
Nothing. Go ahead.
And AD Anthony Davis, power forward for the LA Lakers, has not shot a basketball in 70 days. What do you guys think? Is it?
This is more for like Laker fans.
Is it overreaction, or is it something you really not thinking about? Walt, let's start with you since that's King James is your guy.
Yeah, Laker fans. Do you care if you're a Laker fan?
Well, he ain't no Laker fan.
I'm not a Lakers fan. I just like LeBron.
You're not.
Let him know. Let him know.
Okay, wait.
No, I'll be honest. I'm not. I mean, I'm not a Lakers fan. Everybody knows that. I'm just wherever LeBron goes, I go. I mean,
right. So you're not a Laker fan either.
I mean, I'm not, but I mean,
right.
I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say.
Hey, don't do it with John. John, how you are.
So, I mean, for you partial Laker fans, is this a big deal or no? Like,
why he got to put that in there? You see how
you partial though? Like, damn. But I mean, of course, it's a big deal. I mean, him not touching the ball, shooting the ball for 70 days. I'm sure it's probably been longer than that because he was injured throughout like 56 games or something.
No, it's been 70 days because we saw him shoot on that day. So like he was in a game. That's the last time he was in a game. So we know he shot.
Well, yes, it's definitely concerning because I mean he hasn't had any basketball activity. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he might have been working out, but I mean it's not the type of workout that's going to get you ready for an NBA game. I should say. I'm sure he hasn't been cleared for contact or whatever yet. I haven't seen anything posted up about that either. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely concerning. And then I've been concerned anyway, like I said, since the beginning of the season. Just because, like I said, I mean, it just seems like everything that goes wrong has just been going wrong with the Lakers these last couple of years, ever since they won the championship. So, the bubble championship that everybody says that doesn't count, whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like right now I won't say it's rebuilding stage, but is Coach Ham gonna change the culture? Maybe. I mean, I'm not really sure.
But I do think bringing in Rasheed Wallace as a coach,
that was definitely a good pickup.
I think he's gonna be an AD butt. Paul. I
Yeah.
think he's gonna be on AD's case. It's
I
like,
mean, but you can be on somebody's case, but I mean, still though, that's not gonna really affect whether he can stay healthy or not. Though,
but you know how they always say players react better to coaches that have played before.
I don't think it's so much being on his case as having like a very open line of communication. Like AAD, you tell me what hurts, you tell me what's going on with you, you tell me, and we will make sure we are there. We have that taken care of. We will go. Like, don't leave nothing in the dark. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't walk in like a week later and be like, oh yeah, I've been playing 2 games on like a bump on my knee or something. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, man, you got to tell us when it happens. We take care of it right away. And also, you know what I mean? Like, we'll pull you in and out of games as needed. Also, obviously, there's pressure on AD to make sure he's fulfilling his part of the, staying in shape and all that. But like, yeah, I mean, there just needs to be I don't know what happened in the past. So maybe there was, I don't know. But it seems like with a lot of athletes, like we're always putting like so and so reportedly said this, so and so reportedly did this, because athletes don't say what they're really thinking. They kind of just like do these subtle pull you off Instagram, put pictures on Instagram, like weird comments, and then next thing you know, they're on a podcast like, oh yeah, everyone's saying this about me, blah blah. I never said that. Only the only way you can take what I said is by listening to me actually say it. And it's like, okay, but you never said anything. So as media people, the only thing that they can do is take what you're inferring. You know what I mean? And so like, I think there needs to be somewhat of a more open line of a communication. I mean, I remember it was years before finally players started stop lying about their height. You remember, like, oh, KD 6'9", 6'9". Like, bro, we ain't stupid. We know you're 7 foot tall. Like,
right.
You walk
Especially
past
when
Rudy
you're standing
Gobert
next
and
to
like we're the
DeAndre
same
Jordan.
height. You can't,
That's
yeah.
6'10", and you taller.
So like it finally, like, people are like, come on, man, like no one's fooled by that no more. Players stopped lying about their height. They still lie about their weight and stuff, but like whatever. So I don't know. There just needs to be some sort of more open line of communication there. I think Darvin Ham and AD are being great together. The shooting thing, I think, is not going to be an issue because it's not. He has been cleared to shoot. He hasn't been cleared to play, but he's been cleared to shoot. So the fact that he's not shooting is a choice of his own. He is choosing not to shoot hoops. Like, he's choosing not to be in the gym shooting. So I don't think it's going to be a problem. I know this guy has confidence in his shot. Again, we'll find out come next year, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think for whatever reason, he's choosing not to be in the gym shooting. And you know what? Like, I'm fine with that. Like, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got on it, my brother?
I'm about to say, I just gave you a whole.
Hey, you already did.
I mean,
I
don't know.
Yeah, like I said, it's concerning.
I mean, you did. You did.
That just means it's going to be more pressure on LeBron because I mean I feel like he's going to his minutes are going to probably go up. I mean, I'm not sure about what the hell with this Westbrook thing is going to happen. I'm not sure if they're going to trade him, keep him. They saying they're going to keep him. So it's just like I said, it's just going to be another crazy season because they still got to add more pieces. I mean, who's no? I'm not sure if this is still going to be the same team from last year. But I mean, they got to get younger and. That old shit got to go. I'm sorry, but that old shit got to go. They got to get younger for sure. They definitely got to get younger.
And I would say it is, but it ain't a problem because it's like, if I'm not mistaken, he's still recovering from his knee problems, and I think really with them knee problems, he just grew faster than he could adjust to it. Really, when you go from 6'2" as a sophomore in high school to your senior year, you come back 3 months later and you 6'11". That's a big adjustment. You like, bro, I ain't never, it's like, yeah, it's the same body, but them bones, you got to adjust to being, that size, that weight. I think for him, he might sound crazy, but he has to put on some more muscle, because being down there with the bigs, the big guys, the jokers, and Giannis, KD, and those guys, especially with Giannis and Joker, those are physical guys. You got to be able to absorb that.
What do you think his game is reminiscent of? Like, do you think like a Pau Gasol or like what is his game?
Probably like a Chris Bosh.
Do you think Chris Bosh might have been a better 3-point shooter though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I
I mean,
think he I think he's a bigger Chris Bosh because Chris was real skinny. He wasn't
yeah.
as skinny as KD, but he was a small frame guy. But the thing about Chris, he's still not saying AD doesn't have no dog, but Chris was go down there and get physical with the Pau Gasols.
Hmm.
That lineup they had in San Antonio, even when they played the Bulls, battling with Joakim Noah and those kind of guys. And, even with Kevin Garnett, they're more the same size. But Glenn Davis, all those guys. He was like, "Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do." And I think AD hasn't adopted that mindset yet. Like he wants to win, but he wants to win, being 50, 60% shooting jumpers instead of getting, down in the paint and getting physical with people.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to return. Like I said, I don't think this is a big deal because he's not planning on retiring. So no matter what, I think he knows what's best for his shot. He knows. I don't think he's doing this to because he don't care no more. So I think he's all right. I don't. I'm gonna say this is no deal, but
But I think the crazy thing is too, it's funny that his style of play that the Lakers need him to play, that it helps them win, but he ain't trying to hear that. So,
yeah.
that's the problem.
All right. Well, I'm excited, man. I'm gonna go watch these playoffs.
Yes, sir.
And Walt, take us out.
Hey, beautiful people, we appreciate y'all watching us tonight. I hope y'all go subscribe to our channel. Tell your mamas, your daddies, all them. We got
44
44 right now. So
Subscribe down below.
we still growing, but hey, make sure y'all comment, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Where at, Nico? Where at?
I'm about to go watch the game.
Right under our video. You see the subscribe. You see it. You see it.
He
Might
said
be over there by John though.
it's down there somewhere.
Right,
Hey,
it's under John.
oh, well, yeah. Hey, y'all subscribe and hey, enjoy the game and hey, join us for the next show. Well, y'all.